Welcome to this explainer. Imagine being a traditional retailer staring down the absolute brink of disruption. Well, today we're unpacking the cinematic story of Target and how they didn't just survive an industry-wide upheaval, but completely rebuilt their competitive strength. They literally redesigned the entire customer journey.
I mean, seriously, how do you survive a retail war against Amazon and Walmart? Just think about the claustrophobia of that question for a second. You have two absolute titans squeezing the modern retail landscape from both sides, and for years, Target was staring down this exact nightmare.
Section 1. The Retail Squeeze.
Target found itself operating in an incredibly hostile environment, right? Customer loyalty was fading fast and expectations, they were skyrocketing. On one flank, you've got Walmart, undeniably powerful, totally dominating scale and price. And then on the other flank, there's Amazon, completely rewriting the rules on speed and convenience. Target was getting absolutely crushed right in the middle of these two seemingly unstoppable forces. They desperately needed to find a gap in the market to survive.
And that creates a massive existential dilemma. Think about it. Do you try to copy your competitors and risk losing your entire identity? Or do you stay exactly the same and just slowly fade into complete obsolescence? If Target tried to become Walmart and compete purely on price, they'd lose everything that made them special. But if they tried to fight Amazon by building a totally separate, massive e-commerce network from scratch, yeah, they would likely fail.
Which brings us to Section 2, the physical store bet.
Now, while the rest of the industry was loudly panicking about the quote-unquote death of physical retail, Target took a breath and had this deliberate, frankly revelatory epiphany. They realized stores were not dead. Bad stores were. This right here, this is the definitive turning point of their entire strategy. Instead of looking at their thousands of physical retail locations as outdated liabilities dragging them down, Target suddenly recognized them as massive, highly valuable assets.
They completely stopped treating their locations as basic, outdated warehouses. Instead, a single building suddenly became a multi-purpose powerhouse. Think of it functioning as a showroom, a fulfillment hub, a pickup point, a brand experience, and a discovery space, all wrapped into one. They began treating their physical spaces as strategic infrastructure, designed specifically around how modern humans actually want to shop today.
Section 3. Designing affordable style. To actually pull this off, they had to totally change the look and feel of the physical space. Instead of the standard, cold warehouse model that's focused solely on transactional efficiency, Target pivoted entirely. They invested heavily in a curated, emotional environment. We're talking about better lighting, cleaner aisles, much improved signage. They were on a mission to make shopping simple, pleasant, and distinctly more premium than your average discount run.
A massive driver of this premium feel comes directly from private brands. By rolling out exclusive labels across home decor, stylish kids' clothing, beauty, and food, Target unlocked 4 equal, incredibly powerful benefits. It essentially breaks down into 25% differentiation, 25% margin control, 25% design flexibility, and absolutely crucially, 25% customer loyalty. Think about it. If you absolutely love a specific stylish lamp, you can literally only get it at Target.
Because of this careful curation, browsing behavior inherently creates basket growth and a much stronger brand attachment. It's what we jokingly call the Target effect, right? You go in for, paper towels, and somehow you emerge 2 hours later with a new lamp, 3 candles, and an espresso machine. Customers linger, they browse, and they transform what would have been a boring errand into a genuinely enjoyable journey of discovery.
All right, Section 4, Stores as Fulfillment Hubs.
Now, beautiful aesthetics alone couldn't beat the digital disruption. The real answer was integrated retail. That's the seamless combination of physical locations and digital channels working perfectly together to serve local demand. Target brilliantly avoided the trap of building a completely separate e-commerce network. Instead, they just made their existing stores work twice as hard by turning them into hyper-local digital fulfillment centers. Picture the modern customer journey in action. It's so smooth. You easily order from the mobile app on your phone. Inside the store, a team member is essentially using the retail floor as a warehouse, picking those exact items directly from the aisles. Then, you pull your car into a designated drive-up parking spot, and bam, that bag is handed right through your window. It's lightning-fast convenience, merging the digital and physical worlds beautifully.
Section 5. The Integrated Retail Future.
This brings everything together by balancing two entirely different shopper mentalities under one roof. On one hand, you have the speed mission. That's when you just want to grab your order quickly and leave instantly. But simultaneously, the exact same building supports the inspiration mission, when you actually want to browse, explore, and discover things you didn't even plan to buy.
Target built its unique strength by catering to both the lightning-fast digital shopper and the leisurely physical shopper at the exact same time. When you look at the primary battlegrounds across the industry, the genius really becomes clear. Walmart owns scale and price. Amazon owns speed and convenience. Target? They wisely chose not to fight those unwinnable wars directly. They overlapped just enough on essentials and utilized local fulfillment to stay in the game, but they planted their flag firmly in style and experience. They uniquely blended convenience, style, and experience to win on their own terms.
Let's look at Section 6, the blueprint. So here are the 5 pillars of that incredible retail recovery. Number 1, design your spaces around modern customer behavior. 2, differentiate yourself with experience, not just price tags. 3, strengthen your customer loyalty through exclusive private brands. 4, integrate your digital and physical channels seamlessly so they actually work as one. And 5, most importantly, reimagine the assets you already have. Target didn't run away from the future of retail. They fundamentally redesigned themselves for it.
Which leaves us with a provocative question. Next time you shop, are you just buying a product or are you buying the journey? I really want you to think about that. Think about how a store's layout, its lighting, and its seamless digital integration actually shape your own habits. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep looking for the brilliant strategy behind your everyday experience.